beautiful day. It's just a beautiful day, Michael.
It is a beautiful day.
Days like these are nice.
So we're in a square body. What year is this?
I don't know.
Solid.
I think it is an 82 if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Don't hold me to it, Sean.
Square body Chevy. It's blacked out. It's real sick. Nice little chrome rim situation on this one. It's dope.
It's got some 22s. It's got some badass Willwood big brake kit on it, which is awesome because it's got a lot of juice. It's got a killer suspension package. It's either Ride Tech or QA1, I think. It's got all Durali cooling for everything. So it's got an awesome large volume transmission and radiator coolers that have Durali shrouded fans. They're mounted under the chassis. Battery is also mounted under the chassis on the side of one of the frame rails on the passenger side.
Yeah, it's tubbed as well, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, and the coolest thing too, like about this, see, that guy liked it. The coolest thing about this truck is that it handles like a new late model Camaro or, you know, something in that class. I'm not going to say a Corvette because obviously the chassis is very different, but it handles a lot like a new modern sports car.
Yeah.
Which is sick. So like, even with the big bench seat and the stock large steering wheel and everything, entering corners hot, stuff like that, it handles really, really well, and it's confident when driving it, which is cool because I'll be honest, like 90% of the older resto mods and classics I get into that we put a lot of power into are pretty sketchy to drive, and they don't, you know, give you that confidence.
Right.
Where this thing, you know, if you got to get out of somebody's way in a hurry, or you just want to rip a turn, or, you know, if the rear end gets loose on you, and it's very drivable, and it has the technology within the suspension and the chassis to actually handle the, you know, the modern power that it's making now, which is cool.
Right. We put a motor in this truck, right?
We did. This is a GM Performance 525 LS3 crate, which is an absolutely killer motor. So yeah, this is a complete crate engine, long block that's assembled at GM in their performance division. That's got the cam that's in it that you can hear is their GM Performance cam, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's rated at 525 crank horsepower from GM. And they boogie. We also did a 3,500 RPM Edge Racing stall converter, torque converter in it to move that power band to accommodate the motor. And just some little things. We had we had Chris build our custom 4-inch aluminum intake with big K&N filter on it. And then I set it up with a billet catch can setup. That's venting the crankcase and both heads. So it's got all the little goodies here and there.
Yeah, it's definitely got some power
Too.
Yeah, it boogies. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, and I mean, if you like manually shift it, get it in gear. That's pretty serious. Yeah. And that goes back to my statements on, you know, if you're driving something around that's got 50, 60-year-old suspension geometry and design, even if it is in good shape, you've got fresh bushings and everything else, it's not designed to handle like this kind of torque.
Right.
And this kind of power. So it's to update the geometry of the chassis and those components with the power is the move, because it, you know, you're rolling around in something that looks absolutely killer, but it also shreds just like a modern Mustang or Camaro, you know?
Right. Yeah, that scoots.
Yeah, we were spinning tire a little bit.
Yeah. What we did on this truck is something that, like, us at APA Custom Shop are like specializing in, right?
100% in all facets. I mean, a lot of the stuff that we do was already done to this vehicle. The suspension we didn't do. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what manufacturer. It's either QA1 or RideTech or something very comparable. But that is a go-to for us. We primarily install QA1 and RideTech. We set them up. And then again, Willwood brakes. Like we do tons of Willwood, tons of Bear. Like that's our jam. So those are two of the main things about this setup that make this thing that we didn't do, but that is very, very routine for us.
Yeah, in our wheelhouse.
Yeah, and then of course the things we did do is the complete engine install. We did the in-house pro tuning, dyno tuning, and road tuning on this setup. And then we got into custom building the intake for it, custom building the catch can setup for it, and then setting it up with a custom spec Edge Racing torque converter with a 3500 stall to accommodate it all. So it's a pretty wicked package.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That wraps up our road testing with the LS3 powered square body C10. If you are in the need for any custom tuning on your vehicles, feel free to contact us at APA Custom Shop. We've got an in-house dyno jet and we do complete pro tuning here. This LS3 powered C10 does feature our custom ECU tuning along with custom transmission mapping. We can get you dialed in anytime, and if you need any help on your build from start to finish, feel free to contact us.